Hello and welcome to the August update. It's been recorded on time again. This is a trend that might continue, it probably won't. In the field as usual, and I don't know if you might be able to see Darcy. I don't know if the camera will pick it up there. She is totally back to her usual crazy self. So the mix of changing her food, putting her on strong painkilling medication, and getting her the flexi joints as she's getting old seems to have done the trick, to the point where at times she's chasing around the field. Oh, Bailey's coming over as well. There we go. And Lola's off there in the distance as well. So it's a real relief that she's back to herself. She's going to be 13 in December, so we know she's getting towards the later stages of her life, but she's still acting like she's a puppy. And you can see her trotting along there. She's a very happy dog. And in the writing world, Wanderer 9 is with my beta readers right now. In fact, I have had two of them have completed it, and I distracted Bailey's. Bailey was doing his leaping in the air onto things. So Wanderer 9 is with my beta readers. It's a fairly long book, so I don't know how long it'll take for the majority of them to get feedback to me, but it certainly makes it likely that it will be going to the advanced readers within 2 to 3 weeks. That will be the final EPUB version, so that it can be reviewed and made certain that the conversion process hasn't done anything strange, moved chapters around or anything like that. And once that's done, probably a week or two for them to be able to read through it and just give it the nod, and it will be ready to be published. So it is very, very close to being ready finally, and close enough that I can start putting timelines on it. So I suppose we're going to have to work on a cover, which is I hadn't thought about that, but I need that, and I need to do the blurb and all the other things like that. But yeah, and the feedback from the two beta readers who've finished it has been really, really positive, which is great. Because it's finishing out an arc of books 7, 8 and 9, it was a little bit nerves on my part. I think every author gets this, from what I've seen. Even very, very famous authors are absolutely terrified of the first few bits of feedback on a new story. It's an awful lot of work to put in, and there's always that thought, what if it's rubbish, or what if there's something that's been missed all the way through here by me and my editor that actually just breaks it. So it's not too late. There's only 2 people come back so far, so hopefully that's going to be the case. And there will definitely be more Wanderer books. I don't know quite where the story goes yet, but I will be thinking about that. The next project I'm working on right now is, I'm going to go this way and stay in the sunshine, is Hellfire Book 4. So I have completely dictated that more than a year ago now, I've realised, because when I went to start transcribing it, I found I'd done 60,000 words last year, which is useful. I'm just reading through them now to make sure I'm up to speed on it before I start transcribing the last few bits. I still think I'm probably going to publish Hellfire 4 and 5 quite close together, and I haven't written or even planned out 5 yet. I've got some vague ideas of where it's going, but that will be the next project after this one. What else has been going on? Thank you to everyone who filled out the survey, both of them. Sorry about that. I really should have checked the terms and conditions. SurveyMonkey have become much more limited and much more expensive than they used to be. But the 10 responses I got there, but I think I've got about 70 or 80 responses already to the survey, the second one, and it's been really, really useful, really interesting. I think I am definitely going to do a special edition of Wanderer's Escape for the 10-year anniversary. I might also do the limited copies as well, because there was some interest in that, so I'll have a look at that and think about that. But that's really, really great feedback, and that will be a print book. Sorry, print book. Obviously, be a print book. It'll be a hardback version that will be a special 10-year anniversary, and then it will be available as a hardback after that, but without the same cover and without the anything special I had for the 10-year anniversary. Also had some definite positive feedback about the idea of something like Patreon or a different membership monthly backer scheme. with a variety of stuff that I can then make available to the people who choose to be backers. I'm going to give it some more thought in terms of exactly what it's going to be, but I definitely am going to go down that route. And certainly one of the big advantages will be getting the books at least a week before they go out, even for direct sale from my website, amongst other things, and getting the books for free, because if anyone who's backing me will definitely get each book that's published whilst they're a backer for free in EPUB version. What else? I think that's it, other than I've already talked about the dogs. I've actually finally figured out how to put two things on my phone at once. I mean, I should be ashamed as a work in IT, but it's taken me this long, so I can actually look at a list and record at the same time. But yeah, dogs are doing well. Evenings are getting, what are we now, 8:15 ish, and the sun's up still, but it's getting not near to setting, but it's dropping down to the top of the houses. So it's that time of year where you're starting to feel that even though it's summer, it is moving on, but it's still lovely. And we've been having a terrible summer so far the last few weeks. It's been pouring with torrential rain. I've been sitting working when I've been at home with 2 jumpers on. I've been thinking about getting the heater back down from the loft again, even though it's summer. So no sign of it changing. It's nice this evening. It's really nice this evening. It's still middle of August, and I've got a jumper on, and it's not particularly warm. But that's what it's like in the UK, and considering what a lot of Europe has been dealing with in terms of basically just being on fire, I think maybe we've had the better side of that as well. So that is it. As always, thank you to everyone who has supported me through these nearly 11 years now. In September it'll be 11 years. It'll be 22 books in 11 years. It's just mind-blowing sometimes, and the fact that so many people have read the Wanderer series, it really is tens of thousands of people, I think, have read through this, at least some of the books in the series now. I sometimes sit when I go to watch the football with one of my daughters, and there's 30,000 people in there, and I think more people than that have bought some of these books. It's just mind-blowing, and I really appreciate it. I love the feedback I get. I just love the fact that people are buying it, enjoying the books, and I would carry on doing it even if no one did. I think that's the key thing. Lots of authors say is it's great to make some money, it's great to sell the books. We'd still make up the stories even if no one else read them. We wouldn't be able to help it, but it is nice to know that it's the stories that other people are enjoying as well, and being a great reader myself as well, for knowing that other people may be getting that same feeling I get from books, it feels pretty good. So from me and from some of the doggies, Lola, hey, she's got the scent of something. From me, the 3 doggies, and the field, happy reading, and I will see you next time.